as part of their wardrobe?
A really good pair of jeans, a really good suit jacket, and a really good LBD. Because you can make them any way. You can make it casual, you can make it evening, you can do anything with it. So.
And for all of us single...
LBD, by the way, is a little backdraft, just in case you didn't understand what I meant by that. I didn't know because it's not my fashion brain starting again.
For all of us single ladies out there, any advice on the ideal first date outfit?
Considering I too am a single lady, I think that I would, can you guys help me with that?
That guy's waving at you.
Do you know, the thing for me that I've learned, I haven't been on very many dates in my life because I get too shy. I'm always like one of those people that like brings a friend along with them.
I'm the third wheel.
I know, yes. I do it like, my roommate, I'm like, you're coming with me. Okay, well, you say you are coming with me. And then he's like, fine, I have to sit there and go that wheel again. But anyway, I found that don't try too hard. Wear what you would wear if you were going to dinner with your friends. And if you're going to dinner, eat. Don't sit there and just move the food around. They're going to think that there's something wrong with you. Guys don't think like we do.
Hey, listen, I was going to ask you, like, working in the fashion industry and even living in Hollywood and being a part of that machine, there's so much emphasis on body image. So how do you deal with that kind of pressure? And what would you say to those of us who might look to that and think it's reality?
This is one of the hardest things I've ever had to battle personally growing up in Hollywood, is that you open up these magazines and you see people at events and you're like, well, why don't I look like that? And they're so pretty and I'm not, and she's so skinny and I'm not. And then one day I woke up and I realized that's because that's who they are. I'm not that person. I'll never be them. And the best thing that you can do is work with what you do have and find ways of making yourself feel good.
You're fabulous.
Oh my God, I feel like I sound like a bloody motivational speaker right now. But it is true. You have to just, you got to be comfortable with you. And that's the hardest thing to do as a girl growing up. It really is. And I'm still having issues with it, but it does get easier. Thank you, I love my mom.
You've got your hands in so many pots: TV, fashion, music. What's your next conquest?
I just did a movie with Miley Cyrus, and it was so much fun. It's called So Undercover, and I play her roommate and best friend in the film, and I can't wait. It was meant to be coming out in October, but it got such great feedback from the small screenings that they've done that we're shooting extra scenes for the movie, so it's not coming out till a little bit later now.
What was that experience like for you? Like, I know when you did the photo shoot for Material Girl, it was a little, you were kind of like, oh my gosh, this is interesting. But then,
it took it. I was like, how do I stand? Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm not a model. I was like, everyone says that you're a model, and like, citizen, model, citizen, I'm not a model. But for the first like hour of doing the first shoot, like they had to like show me how to like do all like the model positions. And then I went home and I was like in the mirror like, is this how you're supposed to do this? You look like such a dumbass, stop it.
The pictures look beautiful.
They're so much fun, and the whole team is amazing, and seeing how they put everything together and how fast they do is unbelievable.
So with such a crazy, hectic schedule, how do you find balance? Time for your friends, family, your own personal life?
Family comes first, and that's always been the way our family is, like, no matter what. And, I mean, I'll get phone calls from my mom at like 11 o'clock at night. She's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, well, you have 3 assistants. She's like, please. So then I'll have to go and get my mom food and then take it to her, and then I'll get the, I never see you anymore. I'm like, I just left your house. I just left.
You guys have always been so tight family.
No, we are incredibly close. And, you know, even recently, like, me and my brother have got even more close. And he's finally letting me be his big sister instead of the other way around. And it's been really great.
How's Jack? He's good?
He's amazing. My brother has turned into one of the most amazing human beings in the world. And, I mean, for me to say that is really big. But it is, like, it's almost like I've watched him grow up overnight. Like, he's such a gentleman. He works, you know, he was a police officer in Indiana, and now he's working on becoming one for the LAPD. He does search and rescue. He's been training animals for disabled people, and he wants to join the army, but I told him that I'm going to handcuff myself to him if he ever tries to do that. And there's no way I'm going to Baghdad, so that's not happening. But he's really into it, and he's just turned into such a gentleman. It's crazy.
After everything you've learned so far, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Shut up.
Okay.
I still need to tell my older self that, but really, I would have that it's okay, that without stealing, someone else's slogan, that every day that goes by, you learn something from it. And when bad things happen, you can't just sit there and think, oh God, why me, why me, why me? You have to start to look at why this is happening, what you can learn from it. And when you start doing that, your life changes.
I wanted to ask you before, what, aside from you, who would you say would be the best dressed in Hollywood, since you are part of the fashion police?
Ooh, that's a really tough one.
Is there one person who's kind of been hitting the mark, who's been on point these days?
Miss Rivers. I don't know, because, I would have to say Rihanna, actually. Yeah, I would have to say Rihanna because I love how one day she'll be, a Caribbean goddess, and the next day she's married. And she's so versatile in her fashion and takes risks, and she is immaculate in her hair, so I have to say her.
Lastly, because I know that we have to go, that you have to go, unfortunately, right? What is the best part about being Tanya Osborne?
Oh, God. I don't know. I just consider myself really lucky. I have amazing parents. I've had a very interesting life, and I've learned so much. And, how many girls can say that they got asked by Madonna to be the face of their brand, and now I'm in Toronto opening the Bay, and all of you guys have actually took time out of your day to come and see me. Like, there's nothing more flattering. Like, it's amazing. It is, and if my mascara looked a bit runny, it was because I met this lovely girl before I came in here, and when she met me, she started to cry, and it made me cry, and I was like, oh, like that kind of, like, you like me? That will never, I don't think I'll, as a former fat person, is what I like to call it. You will. Body dysmorphia. FFP, former fat person. I will always see myself as that girl, and I'll never, I'll always be that in my head, so I don't know how to explain it. The novelty of this kind of thing will never wear off, and I again appreciate and thank you all so much.
That is so sweet, but you just need to relish in the accomplishments, right? So don't forget you have to do that. Good. She's amazing, right? Kelly, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me again. Thank you so much, you guys.
Yes.